You're watching Show Me Your Pick with Fruitcake Tony, and this is Cher from Vixen. You better watch this show.
We are live. Welcome to Show Me Your Picks Saturday night.
Hello, you guys.
Yeah. It is June the 13th, 2021, 9:10 p.m. here on the East Coast. Hope everyone's doing well.
It's the 12th.
How you guys doing? Good to see you guys.
Doing well, you guys. We got storms in North Carolina.
Ooh.
A lot of heat. A lot of storms.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tom, how are you feeling?
I'm hanging in there, doing okay. Yourself?
Me? Oh, I'm fine. But
Ooh,
I
clear
didn't
glass.
get vaccinated, and then
that's
then,
funny
and
the way
then I
this
was.
glass does that.
Are you feeling better than what you were? Or does the vaccine still got you fucked up?
Yeah, about that, about the same.
Dude,
I'm going back to the doctor this week, so we'll see.
Good.
Do they give you anything for it to try to counteract its effects?
Now I've got some white thing in the inside of my cheek, so I don't know if that's related to lose my voice or not. So who knows? You know.
Well, let's hope they figure it all out, buddy boy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, man.
Do you cough a lot?
Did anyone listen to any Mammoth this week or this?
Yes, sir.
Once or twice or 3,000 times.
Yeah, we did.
That's it.
We did.
I went to 3 stores to try and buy it because I want to buy vinyl because I figured I have access to a digital because I have like 2 music subscriptions, but that I paid for. I mean, but I want to buy the vinyl. But
Is it out? Is it out in vinyl yet?
I
don't know if it is. Or it might.
I don't
Must
know.
be.
I don't know if it was sent to the stores yet. But like, for example, where my parents live, it's like an hour and a half from here, from where I live. There's great record stores, but near me, there's not a lot of really good ones. So I just have to go to one of the stores.
Yeah.
Yep.
I ordered mine, I guess about a month ago, and they said it shipped on Wednesday, and it arrived here today.
Oh, cool.
There it is.
Awesome.
And the shirt with it that I got.
That's a great shirt.
Excellent.
That is a cool shirt.
Yeah.
Really is. I like it.
So, since yesterday, we have been listening and to each track, front and back. Yeah.
I could quote Wolf and say, "I'm so happy." It's a freaking great album, man. It really is.
Look, I'm just proud of the fact that I actually made it through distance, the whole song to completion. Now, I was blubbering halfway through, always, but I forced myself to watch it in completion. So today, for the first time, literally,
I only watched it in the
It's a
totality. I don't think anyone who is a father or had a relationship with their own father at all.
I can't watch it. I can listen to it. I can't watch it.
Well, I tortured myself, and there's the lyrics. You can do the lyrics, and you know, I literally, geez, forget about it. Forget about it.
Yeah,
they're fantastic. It is absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, I'm glad they came out with that first, actually, too. You know, when they did.
Yeah. Well, on the album, it's the last song there, right. And how they word it as bonus, as like an extra track, which I think is in good taste. And we'll get into there's lyrics in here, and it's a cool little package. I opted to get the CD. I'm a CD listening guy. I wanted to get the cooler of the shirts that they had on the site, and I got it too. And I'm pleased that they shipped this out so soon, and it got here the day after it came out.
Yeah,
that's
nice.
What they wanted. That's what I wanted. So
yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, I like a lot of the songs on this album. There's radio hits. We'll talk about each track here in a little bit. There's hits all over. I think a couple of songs you may hear next on the radio as singles. We'll get into those as well. There's a couple that are a little on the harder side. There's one that actually reminds me of AC/DC, early AC/DC, with the tone and the backbeat. You're not sure where drums are going to come in. Yeah, we'll get into all of that. Also, let's see who is in the chat. How about it, B?
All right, let's see who we got. We've got Jeff K.
Jeff, what's up, bro?
We've got Andy Dion. Hey, Andy.
Andy, what's up, bro?
We got Christopher Live Sawa. Hi,
Christopher, man.
Dan of New Jersey. What's up, Dan? Dwight Bailey, the Hitman. Dwight Bailey.
D. White.
You got Tea Cake in the house. You got Johnny Beans in the house. Hey, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, now.
Lenny Lou and Mary.
Lenny and Mary.
Hey, ladies.
Got Mark Tanner.
Mark, what's up, bro?
And Mr. Beck from Doing Time. Hope it wasn't hard time. Got Nelson Rodriguez.
Nelson, there he is.
Nelson, buddy.
Yeah. We've got Nightbots in the house. Nightbot.
R2,
R3 locking nut. Hey now.
R2.
Hey, what's happening? Got Sandra Pokorney.
Hi.
Pokorney. Pokorney.
I can't. When you say it like that.
Yeah, that's why I did it. And we also have the original Paramutant.
There he is.
And that's what shows up in the participants. And the rest. More will be here, I am sure.
And the rest.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome,
yes, welcome.
Everyone.
Nice to see you guys. I'm sure a lot of you have also heard a number of these songs. They're all up on YouTube. They have been since yesterday. A lot of views on all of those. Yeah, it's a good album.
It really is.
Yeah,
it really is.
You know the thing that I'm catching right off the bat. He doesn't write a short song.
Yeah.
He writes songs that are long. They're involved. They're evolving and they grow and grow, and he does You know, my favorite song on the album. Can I go into that right now?
Sure. Yeah.
More to Blame has a solo that is blistering, and when we see it in concert, he's going to even embellish on it more because we're hearing the studio version. You know, it's like hearing Eddie's studio version versus hearing Eddie's live version. The live is always a little bit. It's always different, and it's always a little bit better because it's live, right? But it's a massive song. It's 4 minutes long. It's a long song, but that solo is outstanding. I think it's my favorite. It is my favorite solo on the album, and he's got some solos on this album. He plays guitar on this album. He just doesn't do it mainstream. He brings it out and then tucks it back away, almost like he's just teasing. I swear, I love this album.
Yeah. I'm very excited about this album. There's songs in the middle and toward the end that really jump out at me personally.
Yep.
Yeah. They all have a message. There's deep messages in this music too.
Yeah, there is.
And it crosses genres.
It does.
This music crosses massive genres. It's very unique. It's very.
He's had a lot of pressure. You know, there's a lot of pressure on him coming out with this debut album. You know, but he killed it. He killed it, man.
This is what it is. Let me.
That's so cool.
So
it's got lyrics all the songs. Yeah.
Of each track, it's got lyrics.
Very cool.
Steve Carmichael.
Steve Carmichael.
Hey, Steve.
Steve Carmichael.
Yeah, it's got a page of
very cool
credits there.
Very cool.
Yeah, and still goes on to more lyrics. Got lyrics of each track. And at the very end, the last page of the booklet is this. How cool is that, gang?
That
is cool. It'll just freaking make you tear up right away.
And that's full circle from the OU 812 credit.
Yeah, it is. Exactly right. Exactly right.
Wow. Damn.
Where they wrote to Ed and Al's dad at the end of the, you're exactly right. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I got home late this afternoon from getting new ink on the arm here. Can't show you today. I can show you tomorrow.
It's healing. It's in the healing process.
It's in the healing. It's a Van Halen tattoo, and I'm going to show you tomorrow. I'll unveil it on the Van Halen show tomorrow. But yeah,
it's badass. It is super badass. That's it.
I got home late this afternoon and opened up my mailbox to find that CD and this shirt in it. Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay, boot me out of here.
You're out of here.
Get out. See you later.
All right, chat. Make room out there. Here she comes.
Look out. Look out, kids.
All right.
I have two favorite songs. Horribly Right and Think It Over. Those are my two favorites. I mean, and then Epiphany comes in close third, but I've listened to it 2 or 3 times already, the album, so I'm sure it'll change. But those are the ones that spoke to me right away. Some of the lyrics and some of the other stuff. I mean, it's just like Charles said, it's deep. Or did CK? One of you guys said it was deep. It's deep, man. Yeah, it was Charles. Deep. Yeah, but yeah, I love Horribly
Those
Right.
are your track listings right there.
They're all amazing. You know, they really are.
The one that stood out to me that you mentioned, Brandon, Epiphany. I think that's going to that could be his next go-to song. I can hear that on the radio every day. It's got a big hook, nice chorus.
Right.
Yeah. Each time that comes on, I would listen to it and crank it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. I got the digital download, and it downloaded everything. It downloaded some of the other ones first, and then I was listening to those in the car, and then got the rest of them last night or this morning. So I've been listening to those.
About it later.
Sorry, that was me. I was trying to fix something.
No, I'm glad you slipped that in.
So this song called "You'll Be the One."
Yep.
That song starts out with.
Hold on. I'll be right back. I gotta check something. There's
okay, guys. All right,
that
dude.
song starts off with some cool riff, a really cool riff, and it sounds a lot like old AC/DC. Yeah.
I hear
like Bon Scott era.
Like Bon Scott era. Yeah, it does.
That's the era.
A lot of gain, and the drums come in at a weird time and give you kind of like a new beat where you didn't realize that the beat was going to be when you first heard the riff, you know? Yeah. And that to me, that is my go-to track on this.
That's cool.
But I can hear the third track, Epiphany, on the radio. This number 9 song, Big Picture, this sounds a lot like, to me, it kind of sounds like the Van Halen Hagar song "Humans Being."
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, there's got to be a little bit of influence in there, you know.
Oh yeah.
Even subconsciously, you know, he's like, you know, his fingers are doing it. If he's not, you know, just from memory, from listening to everything, growing up, all that stuff growing up, it's got to come out somewhere, you know, even if he doesn't want it to. You know,
it does.
I can hear the number 5 track "Resolve" on the radio.
That's another song that has an awesome lead solo.
Yeah,
I can hear that song on the radio too. Yeah,
love that song. That's a long song too. It's 5 minutes long. These songs, you can get into these songs. They don't just come and go.
I know. Yeah, some of them you think they're going to stop, and then they come back. Like, exactly. All right, you know,
and they go different directions. I'm so impressed with this album, and I'm just getting into it. I'm just really dug into it to where that's
me too.
Me too. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to absorb it all, and it's going to take a while, you know. But yeah, I mean, how long was he writing it for? Did he say? Because it's been a while.
Years.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Years.
It's been rumored for a while, you know.
Yeah.
So okay, but I mean, I'm glad it's out.
He'd been working on it as far back as a different kind of Truth days.
Yeah.
And that was almost 10 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering, you know. I mean, and it's cool. It's cool that he included the name Mammoth, you know, because of the
Van Halen nod,
yeah, the Ed, Alex, and Mark Stone era.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. His dad was happy about that. That's his name
going forward, right? He doesn't go by his birth name, right?
What?
That's
the name of his
band's
name, right?
Yeah, it's Mammoth WVH, but
yeah.
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 Yep.
While while I've got it on my brain, kids, let's show everyone what we're going to give away here tonight.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
Cool.
Cool.
Nice.
Very nice.
That's a cool looking pick.
That's beautiful.
It really is.
It really is.
Off the first tour, he was
2007 when I saw him at the Centrum. That's the very first reunion pick.
yeah.
The 07 tour.
And the Worcester Centrum.
Yeah,
Worcester.
I saw that gig. Early November with David Lee Roth. I thought I'd never see it.
Wow.
Eddie
Man, I
was-
bet that was such a
Eddie
good
was
show.
Absolutely on fire. He had no shirt on. Neither did Dave. They both came out. Check this out. 07 reunion. I don't even want to take a guess at how old they were, but I remember I was in my 30s maybe, and I said, I wish
Eddie
I
was
looked like that.
51.
Neither one of them had their shirts on. That takes
Yeah.
balls.
Well, but Eddie was that thin because of substances, so.
I didn't
I don't
know that at the time. I
I
just
don't
knew
even
he
take
looked good.
I don't
He
even
played
take my
his
shirt
ass
off to sleep. So,
Sober Eddie is more like my kind of level of fatness, you know?
Yeah, I know. And David Lee didn't have his shirt on either. I'm like, these guys, they had to have been what, in their 50s then?
Yeah.
yeah, but
Coke will do that to you, right, Charles? Like, that's how they stay thin, right?
Hey, it'll keep the weight off.
I didn't
Yeah,
think they were using an 07, but I guess I was a little naive.
They were using an 07.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I always
didn't
thought it
know
was
that.
good diet and exercise. But what do I
I've
know?
worked.
That's what I
worked
thought.
with
I played
and
the fifth.
known a lot
High
of
five.
addicts, and
High five.
You
Oh,
can-
I thought you were high five.
I played.
I'm
That's
sure-
wisdom, Tony.
That's
Charles,
come out
I'm sure you've
since.
worked with-
That's come out since because I was just a paying spectator and I had drank a few beers.
Well, on that opening tour now, they began that whole tour here in North Carolina, and we went and saw them in Charlotte,
Cool.
down near Charles, and then a couple of nights later in Greensboro. And this is the first time in how many years?
They hadn't been together since 1984, so do the
Since
math. I think it was something
80
like 20 something,
Right.
29 something.
With Wolfgang. So after the first song of the first night in Charlotte on opening night, hadn't seen Dave with Van Halen in forever. It was a glorious night. And down in the pit, my girlfriend's mom got us those down in the pit, right? And we purposely stood right at Wolfgang's microphone because I had never seen, I've got to see this kid, right? So after the first song, he really got me. Here comes a guitar pick. The first guitar pick he ever chunked out in the crowd. Guess who got this pick?
Wow. I thought you bought it online.
Wow.
Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys that exact moment. I'm going to show you this. And I'm going to show you this guitar pick up close in a little while.
That's the one he threw to you?
Yes.
Nice.
Watch this.
Dude.
Say,
Tony, that's so cool.
And it was opening
really,
night, so it was the first one he ever threw out.
that's right.
so
That's
cool.
right.
Public.
That is outstanding.
Now,
That's
Tony, I have
right.
a question.
Sure.
At the end of the show, did Wolfgang hold Ed's hand when they did the big thing like that?
Yeah. He only.
You know about the show or shows, depending who you talk to, where he wouldn't do it.
I think it was just one.
Oh, it's only the one?
Yeah.
You know, that's crazy, man.
Yeah. Ed was still drinking a little then.
I think, though, if it were not for Wolf, he would have been dead in about 2004, 2005. He would have OD'd.
I thought that
he would have OD'd, or he would have just drank himself to death.
I thought he quit after the 2004 tour because that was an absolute disaster. That was a disaster.
You mean
So I'm thinking when I'm seeing the 07, they're all cleaned up, they're all cut. This is like the real deal.
Ed was on the way. He was on the way back. We'll say it like that. He was on the way back. He really got clean there after that 07-08 tour.
Yeah, because it got stopped in the middle. Somewhere around 08, they just blew out a ton of dates. It got stopped all of a sudden.
Yeah,
well,
right.
I thought it was because they were fighting. I didn't know it was because he was drinking.
Well, the interview that Wolf just did, that was, what was the newspaper? Was that
okay?
Washington Post.
Yeah, okay. He mentions in there, he mentions the 2015 tour, and he says, from that point on, my dad was sober for the rest of his life, insinuating prior to 2015 he was on and off.
So even the 12 tour, which got blown out, they ended up canceling.
I mean, these are Wolfgang's words. He said after he said, how did he word it? Something to the effect of, from the 2015 tour onwards, my dad was sober for the rest of his life.
Oh yeah. But he really, after 07 and 08 and then 12, he was really good. And then that last tour, he was really at his best in my opinion, since 95.
95, I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
the 2015 tour, he was playing they did Romeo Delight live, they did Light Up the Skies, and he was hitting every note.
Oh yeah, easily too, effortlessly.
At 59 or 60 years old, and he was doing it like he was 20 years old. Like, are you kidding me? I'm Eddie Van Halen. This is not fault.
I thought his last tour, he was really just absolutely annihilating it.
To me, that's that magic when you see that. Like, same thing with Wolfgang. When you see that, like Matt Bruck was saying, I read in the part of that interview they had, I guess, talked to Maddie when they were there, and he said, I don't think he still calls like the kid sometimes. Like, I don't think the kid gets it. He's like, he would get on the drums, then get on the bass, then get on the guitar. And like Andy Johns, he said, would be here like years ago, or like someone else, and they'd be looking at him, and he was still like a teenager at the time, and be like, wow, this kid's talented. And he would just be like, well, can't everyone just play the drums and play the guitar and play the bass? And like,
Yeah, when Ed first even brought him up publicly on the air, I believe it's the 06 Howard Stern interview where he goes, this kid's an absolute monster. And Howard's like, you sure you're not saying that just because it's your kid? And he goes, no way, he's a fucking monster. Because he's better than me.
I remember that interview, yeah.
Yep, that was when we first became aware that Wolfgang was a musician.
Yeah.
And he was setting it up because that was 06. Then the next tour, when they went public, he's in the band.
Yeah.
Let me show you guys some cool stuff here.
Did you get some stuff this week?
I did. I got a lot of cool stuff.
Cool.
But I meant here on this, I got a new phone. I had to get a new phone, so I'm having to ID everybody's. My phone took a dive, so to speak, this week.
It was thirsty.
It was thirsty. I'm eating. this is what happened. So I'm eating, and in my work truck, 2 cup holders side by side joined, and in one I keep my phone and my work phone in, and the other one I keep my coffee, or if I buy a drink. I'm eating, and I have a large coat. I mean, a really large coat, good chewy ice in the other one, and I'm sitting there, and I look down at the cup, and it's half empty. I'm like, what? And
Oh,
look at
man.
the other side, and my 2 phones are underwater halfway up, or
Did
under.
the work phone survive?
The work phone made it, but my phone,
Are these styrofoam cups by any chance?
styrofoam.
So the bottom gave out.
I guess
Maybe it's the heat.
Sometimes when you've
So
got
did
like
you-
crushed ice in it,
you
you take the
drop
straw and
both
you
of
push it
your
up and down. You'll put it through the side.
Exactly.
maybe that's
you
what I
drop
did.
Did you drop your work phone and your personal phone into the wrong cup, into the Coke cup?
I had my phones in the other cup holder, but the cup holders are joined.
They're connected like in a channel at the
They're
bottom,
connected, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And so then it got a hole in the soda and filled them up.
It
goes down
filled
one
it up. It was to the top of the other cup holder and spilling over.
Jay said you dropped him in the toilet. Don't lie.
Yeah, I've heard about that. My friend dropped his phone in the toilet, so it does happen. Don't laugh.
Oh, it does, no, it does. I've done
Very
it before
common.
too. You got to be quick and get it out of there, and then
Guys,
wash your
my
hands.
daughter just gifted me a waterproof phone case. It was like $75.
Nice.
Well, I'm around pools all day long, so the odds on me dropping my phone in a swimming pool,
Very good.
I mean, it's going to happen. It's not a matter of if, it's when. And so, just to combat it, I've got the problem solved. So,
And sometimes the rice trick does not work. Take it from someone who's experienced it. You know, dropping it into a bag of rice works sometimes, not always.
It didn't work for sons either.
I've seen that work though. I've seen it work.
It's worth the trick.
Yeah. I have seen it work.
It's worth the effort. Did you do that, Tony? Did you follow up with the rice?
No. I
Tony, you want the jasmine though. You don't want the basmati. It doesn't have as good. He's not there.
Spend the extra on the jasmine.
The dirty rice. It's the
dirty rice.
I took the back off and the battery out, and it's still out drying. I don't know that it'll power back up or not, but
I don't think you can take the back off an iPhone. I think
he had an Android. It was an Android.
I had an Android. But
it's all good. Everything's back. You can everybody send Tony some inappropriate pictures on his phone, and we'll give out his number in a few minutes. No, we won't.
Well, the funny thing is, if you just text him something that sounds funny,
I did already.
You did to him.
I did. I had to. I texted him an
I mean,
inside
here
joke.
is the nude photo you requested.
No, I'll put it in the private chat, Tom.
Let me show you guys.
Hey Tony, I put it in the private. Did you know our names aren't showing up?
Yeah, let me change that.
Only I say that because a new person that joined, Blacktooth Fox, was asking who we were. So I explained to them, and welcome Blacktooth Fox from the UK.
Welcome. Yeah.
So first time here.
He made a funny comment. He said he values the rice more than the phone. Good one. I like that.
That's great.
We see the names. They don't see the names?
Well, no, they're here. They're there now. They weren't before.
I put them there now. I didn't have them up earlier.
Gotcha.
So Lenny, Lou, and Mary went to see Van Halen, and this is 04. This is 04 because Wolf was in middle school.
Oh yeah, Jay said Wolf came on stage in the 04 tour and played with his dad. I remember that. He was playing guitar.
That's right. Yeah, I remember seeing that at the Centrum. I forgot about that.
Let me show you these. We showed these a few weeks back on the Van Halen show on Halenville Live. That's Wolf.
Yeah, there you go.
In
yeah,
04.
Really young there.
Yeah.
How old is he there?
Because if he was 15 in 07, you got to subtract what?
He was born in 91, right? So.
Yeah.
Wow.
Approximately 13. I mean, depending what time of year it was, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah, you got to subtract about 3 off 15. And again, like Tom said, it depends on when his birthday is. Yeah.
Wow. 12, 13 around. They're pretty young.
Real young. I mean, shit, he was 15 and playing in front of 20,000.
I guess if it's your dad, like, you know what I mean?
It's a little more comforting, yeah.
Yeah.
But
like,
still, that's got to be intimidating to walk out in front of 20,000 people.
I'm sure
he grew up around it, though.
At that age, though, yeah, you're right.
Because, you know, your other bands who are 15, they're playing in clubs, not arenas, you know.
Yeah. He must be so grounded.
Yeah.
You know, he's a class act. He is such a class act. And the way he carries himself in the media.
Yep.
Even when you think he's going to lose it, and he loses it maybe just for a little tiny second, he still does that with class.
But like Tony said, it probably helps that he was born into it and he was always on the road through his father. So that probably helped to soften the blow a bit. But that's got to be real intimidating to strap on a guitar and walk out in front of 20,000 people at like 13 or 12.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I can tell you.
The energy that's coming at you, that's got to be real intimidating.
That's a character builder.
My only
Here's,
you know, oh, go ahead, Tony. Sorry.
Here's Mary.
That's awesome.
Nice.
In 04.
Mary's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
at
great.
Van Halen. Who
That's
Lenny,
awesome.
Lou, and Mary got to meet Ed that night, too.
That's
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That's a great picture.
Oh, Lenny Lou said he was 13. It was June. He was cool backstage in the sound check. He was air drumming on the side stage.
That's a great
It's the infamous Mary 17 years ago.
Man.
Oh, man, Mary, that is so cool, Mary. Mm.
Now on a walker due to being run over by some enthusiastic Van Halen fan. I wonder who that could be.
Did you knock her over, Tony? You pushed her out of the way to get that pick, didn't you?
Oh,
that's horrible, Tony.
I'll let her tell everybody who knocked Mary over at Van Halen at sound
I heard
check.
that story. I won't tell any tales, but I heard
I
that
won't
story.
say it, but Lenny, you can tell everybody in the chat if you want.
That's
yeah.
a great story.
excuse me.
She was 69. That's even more perfect.
Okay, he was 13, says Linda.
Wow.
You would know.
That's great.
Yeah, and he didn't hop on stage at each stop along the way neither, so she saw some really cool stuff.
I was at that gig. I had no idea it was special. I thought it was part
Oh,
of the
you were
show.
at that gig too?
You bet your ass I was.
Really?
I live here.
All right. Damn right.
Nice.
How would I miss that?
Killer CK, bro. Killer.
How would I miss that?
I hear you, dude.
He wouldn't miss church.
I needed to see Eddie Van Halen. That's all there is to it, man.
Nice.
Anything else is just fluff. I thought that was part of the show. This is pre-internet. Who the hell knew that? I didn't even know he had a kid.
Right.
Hey, Brian.
Brian, how you doing, man?
Lenny Lou says,
What does Lenny Moo mean? It was CK. What does she mean by that? I don't know what that means.
Meaning it was you that knocked Mary over.
No, I didn't go to the special
rushing
sound
after
check.
a guitar pick at
I didn't
sound
go
check.
to that. I just went to the regular concert.
She's kidding, and I'm kidding.
I didn't go to no sound check party. I just saw the regular attraction. I didn't even know he had a kid till he trotted him out.
So,
yeah.
He wore sweatpants. He didn't even dress for the occasion.
You have to realize that Lenny Lou is probably like the female version of Tony as far as the serious level of Van Halen fan. Like, she's full on.
No
so
shit.
If there was a chance to go to one of those, she was going to go to it.
Yeah. That is so cool, Lenny.
I was just there to see Eddie Van Halen.
That's funny.
That's
and
cool.
he was rough. He was rough that night.
Brian F. says Eddie has a kid. That's good.
You know, the internet wasn't what it became. In 2004, it was literally, it had some tour dates.
Message groups and static
they
websites.
Posted tour dates, but there was no minutia.
Well, there wasn't really any back and forth either. It was all static, mostly static websites.
And now look what happened.
Exactly, Ben Tom. Thank you.
And now look at it.
I know
what a mess.
Exactly. Look what it's become. Jesus H.
You can't navigate around.
I like and this will be my only.
Awesome. Lenny went to Hartford too. I did not see Hartford. No Wolf. See, I didn't know it was a special thing. I thought it was part of the gig. I thought it was part of the act.
I saw a video and it was apparently like some super famous TikTok star, and this guy walks right by and he goes, "I don't know who she is. I don't care who she is," and he keeps walking like taking photos of herself and stuff. I don't know who she is. I don't care who she is. It's good.
Brian, I understand what you're saying, but I think it's worth it to see Wolf play.
To interject in Brian's defense, whom I like quite a bit, if he passes on this, it's not like he's not going to get to see him. The minute this is over, he's going into the clubs or the theaters, and he's going to get a full set of Wolfie with no nonsense. So I understand where Brian's coming from.
I get it too, but as Tony will tell you, this is the debut tour. This is a good one to see.
This is a dream double bill for Tony, but
it is
not for Brian.
It is, I'm a huge GNR fan.
They're your number
Mr.
two.
Charles is. Yeah, they are.
I mean, I like them, but I'm not that big of a fan. So for me, it's not as worth it. You know what I mean?
It's the biggest show of the year.
I agree. I agree. I agree 100% on that. I just mean personally for me, it's not as important emotionally to me as it would be, to you, because you're obviously much more
right for Tony. When I heard that day that the two of them were together, I was like, oh my God, this is Tony's
going to be crapping himself.
This is his dream bill.
Absolutely. I'm still trying to pinch myself.
And for you, I'm happy.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks.
For you, the fact that you get to go that's all that matters to me.
Right.
Well,
I'm happy for Tony because he couldn't dream this up. These are like taking his two favorite bands and putting them together.
Yeah, it is.
That's hard to beat.
It is.
That's hard to top.
But what's cool about this, and we're expecting a guest in here, and I hope he shows up. Mr. Ty Price is scheduled to be here tonight. He's had some strong storms in his area, and he has no internet. And
he lives just south of me, about 25, 30 miles.
Still no word.
And bringing us up out of South Carolina into North Carolina, the South.
Yeah,
bad down there.
So I hope that he shows up. I hope he gets his internet back and makes it. But me and Ty and Charles all scored seats to the Raleigh date in September for Guns and Wolfgang.
You guys
And
got good seats,
yeah,
too.
get to meet Ty and get to meet Mr. Charles Green and hang out, maybe go live here on this channel in the afternoon. Yeah.
Tony, do you do what we do up here called tailgating?
Yes, we do.
Oh, good.
Didn't
We
it
invented
originate
it.
in North
We
Carolina?
invented
I don't know.
Didn't Southern football invent tailgating?
That's
Yes, we
universal,
did.
man.
It is now, sure, but we
No, certain
Yeah.
states don't allow it.
But Tony, I didn't
Yeah.
know until I spent some time down south that football really is a religion down south.
Oh yeah, it
yeah.
is.
College football,
Absolutely.
especially.
That's what
Yeah.
I mean. College,
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Both North and South Carolina allow tailgating.
Yeah.
Wide
I,
open.
I
yeah.
agree with you,
Yeah.
Lenny Lou, in the chat. This is one time in my life where I wish I lived where my brother lived so I could tailgate with Tea Cake and Charles Green.
Man,
Yeah, me too, man.
we'll be thinking about you, brother.
That's going to be some fun stuff.
Yeah. I'm waiting. I can't wait to see pictures and some videos. It could get sloppy over there.
It will. It will.
I hope so.
Tea Cake with the
Lots
most
of fun.
legendary story of going over the fence and dropping the Jim Beam bottle, but getting it back for free. That one's right up there with Eddie Van Halen saying to Tea Cake, "This one?"
Yeah.
That's right.
The best,
that-
the most legendary.
That'll be on his tombstone. This one?
That's it.
This
it.
one? That was the moment I fell in love with Tony. This one? Or the Jim Beam story. They're both legendary.
Awesome.
There's a lot of good stories here. Charles has
Oh
great
my
stories.
God.
Tony
They
has
never
amazing
stop.
stories.
They never stop.
Tom has
Guys
good
are
stories.
making
You have
Like
good
the
stories,
one
CK.
night, the first one publicly that he throws out to
Yeah.
Tony and on
Oh,
film, conveniently.
Of course. Of course.
Weird thing about
that's the
that
way it's meant
was
to be, Brendan. That's how the stars have aligned it. It's
Mhm.
just like Fair Warning in 1981. What's the first one he ever gets? What started this madness? Eddie.
I know.
that's right.
What were you going to say,
What's
Tony?
weird about the Wolf show, the down in the pit that night, everybody's over by Ed's mic and nobody's by Wolf's mic. I wanted to be by Wolf's mic because I had never seen this kid before. And he does this and it's just out in the open and it's an open space and there it is on the floor. It was that simple.
So
That's
at
super
your 07 show, they created a pit because at mine, I was 12th row Eddie's side. I made sure I was on Eddie's side. There were seats all the way right up to the stage. There was no pit. Not in Boston.
Oh, they had this 8-shape looking thingy.
In
Yeah.
07?
In 07, and
Okay.
and there was one side and then the other side, and everybody wanted to be on the other on Eddie's side.
I was one of those people. I always bought Eddie's side. Just like when I saw Rush, I only bought Getty's side. That's it. Nobody else.
Yeah,
Only
oh yeah,
Getty's
I
side.
understand. Well, I had not gone and watched this kid yet, and I'm like, I want to see this kid. Plus, I want a guitar pick. I didn't realize it
Mission
would come as
accomplished.
early. It happened in the first song.
First song.
First song, right after You Really Got Me.
Your night was done.
It was done. It was done. But see, with the 8 there, I couldn't go over top of the stage to get to Eddie's side. I had to stay where I was. And yeah,
That's a great.
That was an amazing, amazing tour.
it was. We saw it opening night, and then a couple of nights later, and then again, I guess it was the fall in Raleigh. Yeah.
You essentially saw Wolfgang's public debut, but it gets murky because then again, me and Lenny saw them in 2004. So, but
Right.
he wasn't in the band really yet.
Right.
You saw him officially debuted in Van Halen.
His professional day.
Right. He was just guest starring before.
Yeah.
He was making a cameo.
In other words. Right. Yeah.
It's cool that it's all documented from Lenny Lou on her end. I saw that same gig. You saw his opening night. You get the pick. It's very, very cool. It's very cool.
Oh yeah.
We were all at ground zero in a sense. We just didn't know it at the time.
Right.
That's really cool.
And now you're going to be at ground zero on his stadium debut as a solo artist.
And this is what I am after as a collector. I have not got my hands on these things yet. Where are they at? Where? Oh, here they are.
Ooh, nice. Nice.
They're gripped.
Wolf posted this right after he got these made. That's his left hand, I guess about a month ago.
Okay.
So do you think those are his touring picks for this
Oh
concert?
yeah. He's got a few bags of those.
Got a little grips on them.
Are they
Yeah, they
Herco?
got grips on them like the Swiss picks.
They look like Herco 60s or 50s, one of those. What does it say? Oh,
It
it's
does say times 60 or 50 on it. I can't read that. It looks like a
60 and a
5.
50. The white is a 50, I think, and the black says 60.
I only want one. I don't care white or black.
I'm sure you'll get one.
The texture stuff, Herco used to do that, but now a bunch of companies use the same stuff. They just put kind of like Velcro. They put alternating like heights of little ridges, but they're very, very tiny ridges, and it just creates a little bit of resistance, almost like sandpaper. Gives you a little bit more grip.
Yeah, I like those.
I like them too. I use the Jazz 3s that I forget what the model's called, but
Ed and Wolf used those the past couple of tours.
I think the Hercos. If they're what Ed used, then they're Hercos. Ed used the Herco golds and the silvers, I think.
When did Ed switch from non-grip to full grip, Tony? I don't know that.
In after 07, 08.
So the 12 tour.
For the 12 tour, him and Wolf went to those. But Ed used both on those, but Wolf used both too. But you have to understand, it wasn't cut and dry. If you look at a lot of the shots, they tape these guitar picks on their guitars, and you can see there's some from last tour and some of the new ones too, and so it's not always exact.
I've noticed too, the better the musician or player, even if they really care about their gear, like to a T, they don't need that stuff to perform. It's nice, but he could probably grab a freaking bread tie and be just as good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that, everyone focuses on, and myself included, that this tour he used this, tour he used that. But like Tony was saying, you probably got shit from multiple tours overlapping. And it's probably like, well, as long as there's a pick on there, I'm good,
Nice.
Wow. Look at that.
Is that from the 07 tour?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Cool.
Nice.
All X's.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
If you want crazy Van Halen minutia, the photograph on that last pass was from the aborted Rolling Stone shoot.
Oh, really?
The pictures that never went public, only circulated on the internet. I'm glad they got used on their gear.
That's cool.
Here's one from Raleigh.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah.
Andy
And
Bianchi, you are the less the year matters.
Here's the gem of the reunion tour right there.
Charlotte,
Nice.
opening night.
Wow.
Oh,
That's cool.
Dude, you must have been pretty friggin' psyched when you got that pass.
Yeah. Yeah. And let's see, I've got a couple. Wolf toured from 07 and then 12 and then 15. There is a...
There you
Nice.
Ooh, I like that.
That's cool.
From the last.
Does it say on the list?
Yeah.
It's on the list on that. Well, that's cool.
Is that lenticular on the back? Does that change images?
I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And here's one from the last tour.
Nice.
Nice.
And these last tour ones, nobody's coming off of these.
Wow.
As hell ain't either.
Wow.
Dude.
That's cool. Good stuff.
When you say nobody's coming off of these, do you mean that not a lot of those are leaking out now because it was the final tour?
Right.
It's real tight, right?
Yeah, it's real tight.
But you got one.
I got a couple.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yeah. But yeah, Wolf started as a kid, walking on stage, out on the road, spending time with Dad, to joining Van Halen in 07 and doing a heck of a job. Now, people, you talk about the Michael Anthony thing and all this, but just realize how great of a job Wolfgang did at 16 years old in this band with Van Halen, doing those songs live night after night, backstage, still in school, doing homework,
And in his interview, if you read through the whole thing, he said that prior to starting rehearsals for the tour, he had played guitar and drums, but had never played bass.
Right.
So he learned to play bass.
And he thought bass would be easier because but then he's like, I'm totally wrong there. It's a tough instrument, man. But he mastered it. He mastered pretty much everything. You can play it all.
Yeah. Wolf's done well, and look at him now.
Yep. I'm glad
Look at him now.
A lot of people don't know, but he was also hired by Mark Tremonti to do a tour where he just played bass. My nephew saw that tour.
Yeah, he joined the band for a while, Tremonti.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. So, guys and gals in the chat know that our question a little later is an easy question. So stick around for that.
Yep.
Yeah. I wish I had a whole bag of these to give you guys.
You will in time. Now that his career is starting, you'll start collecting more of him.
Let me show you guys some.
Nice. That's the giveaway pick.
Now, obviously, that's the birthday. That's his.
Yep.
March the 16th. you know. And here's another one off the 07-08 tour. And this one, that guitar pick right there, folks, that's the first guitar pick that Wolf ever gave to anybody in Van Halen, and it was me.
That is so cool, Tony.
That is awesome.
Dude.
Now, whether he gave some backstage to other people an hour before this, I don't know. But
we're going to say no. We're going to say no, Tony. They
This
just
is the
waited
first
for you.
stage played pick.
That's right.
Yep.
That's
that
right.
guitar pick.
Wait, I'm getting it, and we're gonna say no. Yep, we're gonna say no.
Bingo. That's awesome.
That is great. So great.
We're going to keep that one up here for a thumbnail. All right, moving on to the 12 tour.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that one too.
Silver, yeah. Did they go into I'm the One?
Yeah, exactly right. That was the next song after You Really Got Me. You got it, Tommy. And
Tommy
another
knows his
one.
set list.
Yeah, he does. That's another one from 12.
That's cool. I like how it's imprinted through the
grip, yeah.
Yeah. That is cool. Max grip.
We'll
Those
keep
are great
that one out. And this one is from his last one. And these had no grips. But
This is the 15 tour?
This is the 15 tour right here.
Is that reflecting iridescent, or is that just the way the light's hitting it?
It's just the way the light's hitting it. Prism, I guess is the word.
I think it has like a prismic.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
Yeah, when you turn it in the light, it starts to reflect different colors.
I'm seeing red and green in it on my screen right now. I think you guys
I'm seeing purple now.
Yeah.
And now I'm seeing green, so it depends on the way the light hits it. That's cool.
There you go.
Let's make us a thumbnail, guys. What do you think?
Yep.
There you
This
go.
ain't working. I gotta do some work here. What do you think?
Almost. There you go.
No,
There it is.
Good. Perfect.
There you go.
Perfect right there. That's the one.
I like how the iridescent one is reflecting purple and green.
It is cool. Yeah.
Super nice.
Everybody smile. There it is.
Woohoo. Love it.
Nice.
Love it.
This camera and get back to the.
Yeah, make sure you don't ship that one by accident, Tony. Put that away.
That one's going with Tony to the grave.
That's it.
There you go. R2, R3. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. Holographic. Yeah, it's like a
That's it.
segmented holographic kind of thing. Pearlescent.
That's your giveaway. 07.
Oh, R2, R3 said his daughter loves everything holographic. Cool.
I think you should give that away.
Let's give it away.
All right.
How about it? You want to
I
give
say
this
yes.
pick away?
Hell yeah.
Have I showed all you guys my question?
I've seen it backstage.
You, Tommy, you, CK?
On the question? I don't recall. Did you show that before I came in? I don't remember. No,
I think you showed it before I came in too.
Okay, well, I didn't show you guys, so, but like I said a while ago, this is an easy question, guys. So, hey, get ready to type. This pick is going to be yours quickly. Easy. Easy
peasy, lemon squeezy.
All right. So, all right, let me see here. All right, so if you win this pick, there's an email address down below where it says merch. Email me your name and address. I'll mail you this guitar pick out on Monday morning. It is coming at you quickly. Right now, get ready to type, guys and gals in the chat.
Good luck, guys.
Here we go. Wolfgang Van Halen pick from 07. All right, here we go. Wolfgang Van Halen's first instrument was drums. At what age did he get his first drum kit? What age did he get his first kit?
That's a great question. Eddie started on the drums as well.
We have a 4, a 4, a 6, a 4, a 9, a 3.
4, 4, 6, 4, 9, 5, 7, 3. What age did he get his first kit?
5, 6.
12.
Obviously, you guys are all around it. I know it.
Close. Very
Come
close.
on, guys.
Come
Give
on.
it to me now. Jenny, what's your number?
Jenny.
Oh, Lord.
8, 6, 7, 5,
Let me lose the 10.
9, Lenny Lou.
Where's it at? There it is.
I see
Lenny
it.
Lou.
Yes.
Lenny Lou.
It couldn't go to a more appropriate winner.
Yes.
I think you could possibly be right there, CK. That is
Right.
Lenny Lou. Yeah, Lenny Lou. You did it, babe.
That's awesome.
You guys were all around it. I got a 7, a 5, a 2.
We got everything.
3, a 8.
That's one of those pieces of knowledge I didn't think I knew, but as soon as he said the question, I knew immediately. It's like, I guess I heard it somewhere, but I don't recall hearing it somewhere.
I guess 9.
Oh,
I guess
you
9
knew
backstage.
it, Tom.
So
Well, I'm sorry?
You knew it.
Yeah, I knew. As soon as he
guess
said
wrong.
it, I knew it was 10,
So
but I don't know how I knew.
Yeah,
Like
so let's go.
I read a lot of interviews and stuff, and like I have a lot of downtime sometimes at work, and I'll just sit there and I'll read stuff online for hours.
And you retain it.
And I retain all of it. I have photographic memory, so.
So do I. Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, I have a question for you. Since you have a photographic memory, which I do as well. I remember dates. I remember everything. But my question to you is, which I don't know, is Eddie started on the drums. What age was he? I bet you it was below 10.
Tommy.
Eddie started on the drums. He did not start on guitar. They switched.
Right, yeah. No. Yeah, I know that. But
Eddie, yeah. Well, they both started on piano, didn't they? Weren't they both concert pianists?
I don't know if that's something I know. I don't know, because I never really ever like did any research on like a lot of his early life. I never had any interest.
Right, and I don't know either. That's why I'm throwing it out.
I would say 7 or 8, maybe even younger than that.
I'll put money on the table. It's below 10.
Yeah, it's probably 6, 7, or 8 would be my guess.
I'm gonna go 8.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know.
I don't know. It's got to be out there somewhere.
CK, you can understand this though. Like some people have to say, "Well, let me think about it." I know immediately.
Yeah, I know. And it real. You know what? It's real annoying because it's a curse. They're autistic, and it's really bad because people can't even remember what they ate for lunch. Never mind what happened 50 years ago. Yeah. But every single concert I was at, a picture was snapped, and I know what I wore, what I ate, who I was with, what the day of the week was.
Yeah. if I hear two people arguing and I was there with them when they were arguing, I can tell them what they're both either lying about or
And they're both wrong.
don't remember correctly.
And they're wrong.
I just keep my mouth shut because it gets you in too much trouble.
I know, because people's memories start to reinvent history, and they go on this thing that it's like, dude, you're not even close. You're not even in the ballpark.
Yeah.
It's
But you have to look at how it began, though. Al's probably coming home, looking at his amp, going, "Why are my presets all messed up here? Come on now, Mom!"
Yeah. Ed's messing with the buttons and knobs again. That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it worked out the way it was supposed to work out. You know?
And we were doing a paper route to pay for the drums, so pretty young, if people recall how old you had to be to deliver papers. I don't know. My grandfather just would lie about their ages, signed all of his kids up. My dad started delivering papers.
I started at 10.
Drinking coffee, 5 years old.
I started at 10 when I knew I needed to buy records, and that was the only way I was going to get them.
Yeah.
And magazines.
No, mine was immigrant, family had to pay the bills. That's what my dad's was. But I did papers, same thing, to buy cassettes for me. And I would get up at like 5 a.m, but I think I started at like 8 or 9 years old.
Yep. And that way you could buy records, which were $7 or $8, and magazines, which were $5, Circus Magazine.
Well, I couldn't still get when I was buying them records, but I would buy cassettes.
We're a different generation, though.
Yeah. No. I was just remembering.
Edwin Crane, hey, bro.
Edwin, how you doing, bro?
Rick, what's happening?
It was cool regardless, CK. Like when you first have the ability, you're like, oh, I have this money. I can go buy what I want to buy now. Buy the music I want to listen to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because my parents sure as F weren't going to buy it for me.
No, mine weren't either. Yeah, for sure.
That was the devil's music, so I had to find my own way.
Half Ace in the house.
Nice.
I'll tell you what.
Zach.
Mr. Rock.
The Gene
Joe.
Simmons that's on YouTube. I think it's
Joe, how's it going, bro?
Japanese outfit, but it's like follows Gene Simmons behind the scenes, and it's like Gene at 70 years old. Shows him like out jogging with his dog, and then putting his makeup on backstage, and it was amazing to me because I'm not really a big Kiss fan in any way at all, but I really, really respect. As much as Gene gets ragged on, I really respect his work ethic. They show me 70 years old. He's there for like 8 hours before the whole day before the concert, making sure every single thing is perfect. From like he does a rehearsal of like spitting the fire to checking the lighting to
I watched that yesterday.
It was isn't it
cool
really
video?
Good?
Yeah. I'm a big Kiss fan. Yeah.
That's the Demon at 70. There you go. Brian was talking about. He said kind of cool, kind of sad, kind of cool at the same time.
Yeah, but Tom, is he doing it for real or is it staged?
Later, Andy.
Out on the back.
It doesn't really look staged because, like, if it was staged, I think they would have fixed his hair better. Like, he doesn't it's not really flattering to him. You see how he looks 70. Like, I think it's pretty honest. I don't know. What was your thought, Tony?
On what now again?
Gene Simmons, did you think it looked staged or did you think it was pretty honest?
Looked honest to me. Yeah.
I think if I was staging, I would have made myself look a lot better. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, he still, I mean, not the greatest player in the world, but he still gets up there, plays and sings every night.
40 pounds of gear on.
Just like he always did. I mean, you can't argue with that.
No, I can't fault the tenacity, the work ethic, all that stuff.
Yeah. So we have our final winner of the year here on Show Me Your Pick. Now, there have been some who have won more than once, and there have been some over in the chat who are here tonight who have won more than once. And I think this list is going to be complete with the exception of who last week's winner was KXM Rock. And we'll add him to this list right here. And so next week on the show here, we're going to put all these names of our whole year's winners in a hat, and we are going to draw out one name, and this winner is going to win.
Ooh, this nice little practice amp. Show me your pick.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, it's a little 2.5 watt amp and battery powered. You'll get a slide also, and get a guitar tuner, and like I said, powered by a 9-volt battery. Plug it in, put it next to you on the couch, bring it with you when you travel. You know, good for tuning your guitar, checking it out. So there you go.
Very nice, Brendan.
That will be someone's next week.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So next week marks our 1 year anniversary that we started this show. Show me your pick. Me, Steve Rosen, and Sandra. Hard to believe it's been a whole year. We've covered a lot of bands, showed a lot of guitar picks, memorabilia. Got a whole lot of other bands still in the kitty. Yeah. So next week we're gonna we've invited back all of our guests that we've had on this show for the past year. Steve Rosen, Cher Ross, Guitar Hack. The list goes on and on and on. Ben Coombs, Janice Lala. I'm leaving out a lot of names. There could be many of us in this show next week. But it's going to be fun. We're not going to spotlight any one particular band. We're going to look back at this past year. We prepared a nice video for you guys highlighting this whole past year. It's a great video. I'd love to show it to you right now, but I can't.
No, we gotta wait till next week, folks.
I've already got it loaded here in my StreamYard.
Oh,
but
don't
I
hit the wrong button.
I know.
It's really good. It is really good.
It is really good. Yes. And that is next week on the 19th right here. Congratulations to Lenny Lou. Thank you. Thanks for being here, Doll and Mary. Thanks to everybody for being here. And thanks for making this past year of doing these bands and this memorabilia, these guitar picks, so much fun, you know. But hey, we are just getting started. So all the bands that you hadn't seen yet here on Show Me Your Pick, they're coming.
Yeah,
they're coming.
Yeah.
All right. So let's take care of a couple of matters This guy right here, he handcrafts cigar box guitars, and he will custom handcraft you one too. His links are down below and in the chat.
Beautiful.
And he is currently making a run of Stripe Series Van Halen inspired cigar box guitars.
Yes. It's a prototype. Happens to be a bass. It's a prototype.
Love it.
Very nice.
Very
Yep. Thank you.
So hit him up. His links are down below. He will custom make you one with 2 strings, 3 strings, 4 strings, headstock, neck, what your preference is. Yeah, go check Brendan B Squared out. So let's bring in the gal that helps me keep this boat afloat around here, keeps us all in check. Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Sandra Pokorney. There she is.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, doll.
Hey. Great show.
Yeah, thank you.
Congrats, Lenny Lou.
Lenny Lou and Mary.
Lenny and Mary.
Yeah, I'm so glad that Lenny won the pick. It's very appropriate.
Very cool.
Quentin James. Quentin James is in the house.
Quentin.
What's going on, Quentin?
Oh, dear Lord.
Oh, dear Lord.
Quentin fucking James.
Oh, hey, Guitar Hack. I'm going to give him a shout out. He sent me, just out of the blue, sent me one of his new shirts.
Cool.
His new collection.
Nice.
And
I hope he
tell him
comes on
thank
next
you.
week.
I just want to tell him thank you. It's a great shirt.
I hope he comes on next week. I've never met him officially.
Hack is awesome.
I love Hack.
Awesome dude.
You don't need to sell me on Hack. Already sold.
Yeah, Hack's great. Hack. I spoke to Hack this past week. I hope he's here. He hopes he can come. All of our special guests. It's a shame that Mr. Ty Price could not make it here tonight. Was scheduled to. He had strong storms down in his area. I know he'll be watching this on replay, and hopefully Ty can join us here next week on the birthday bash. Yeah, so I don't have to get guitar picks ready next week.
Mm-hmm.
I get a week off, but yeah, so cool.
Awesome.
But yeah, yeah, I do have a lot of new stuff you asked me about earlier, B. I'll show you that new stuff. I'll show you one now. That's a teaser.
Cool.
Made in the final frontier.
Nice.
No more. I got a bunch of them. You'll see them all next week.
That's all good.
Just a big Wolfgang show here today.
Oh yeah.
Mammoth WVH. Go get your copy today. It's a great album.
It's a great album.
It is a great album. Me and her last night, we went online and we purposely listened to this record with each other, and it was we had all seen the videos that, you know, and heard the songs with the videos that had come out before, but these new songs that we hadn't heard, they're strong. They are strong.
Rock and
There's
roll
some
is
good
not
ones.
dead.
I know there's
No
some
way.
good ones in there.
Yep.
Absolutely.
It's
And the
very
dude's got
inspiring.
some dirt on the guitar too.
Yeah, he does. He rubbed a little dirt on it. He did.
Yeah.
Well, he was raised by one of the most filthiest players alive. If you need to check out Fair Warning.
Yeah.
If you need to check, I don't know what happened to you. You need to check.
In case you missed
right?
In case somebody just happened to fall into this chat and's never heard of Eddie Van Halen before.
And CK, in case you missed it, Lindy Lou wants you to know she's known as the inappropriate auntie.
I'm the inappropriate uncle, so I don't really know what she's saying.
No, the fun uncle. You're the fun uncle.
It's called the
That's
funk.
one way of putting it.
Yeah.
Other adults look at it the weird way.
The funkle.
Funkle. The Funkle. Oh, he's earned himself a new nickname.
My younger brother's the Funkle because he's like 7 or 8 years younger than me. So he's the cool younger uncle, you know. He's the Funkle.
Yep.
All right. Nicknames are brewing. Speaking of Van Halen, for tomorrow night's Halenville Live, we are going to talk about Wolfgang right here on the channel. You'll see a few of these guys, Johnny Bean, Reverend Kurt, hopefully R2, God knows who else, a bunch of Halen heads. Neil Davis will be here with us.
I'll be in the live chat.
And Sandra. Yes, we will talk all things Wolfgang, Mammoth WVH tomorrow right here on Halenville Live at 10 p.m. Eastern Time right here on the channel. We want to thank you guys for watching tonight. Nice to see everyone. Hope your weekend is going great.
Take care of you guys. Love you guys.
Happy Wolfgang weekend.
Yes.
Yes.
To everybody.
Yes.
Absolutely. And we will be right back here next week for Show Me Your Pick, the birthday bash, with a lot of special guests right here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord.
It's going to be a doozy.
BYOB. Yes. See you next week, 9 p.m. Eastern, right back here. Have a great week, everybody. Thank you.
Be good, guys.
Hey now.